Hello, everybody. Welcome to another session here at the Fit Fighter Gym. This is your host, TJ Williams, giving you the insight of my fitness journey, discussing and analyzing fitness-based subjects, and highlighting individuals involved in fitness, past, present, and future. Hey, so I hope everybody's having a good March right now. Of course, we're going to get hit with another snowstorm. Hopefully, it doesn't come too bad, especially if you live in the Western New York area. So, but just to get that out of the way, the weather is not too important, but this is important. This is an important episode. Right? So today I brought a guest with me that's coming on the show to discuss her weight loss journey. Of course, she went from having 335 pounds starting point, and now she's down to 210, and she's looking to lose more weight. And then, of course, I've been watching her progress. And of course, I gave her a tip to get a better handstand. Hope she's working on that. All right. So I want everybody to introduce you to Nicole Dibble. So she works out at Crunch as well as I do. All right. She's coming on the show to talk. So hello, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, just another episode. All right, so can you tell the listeners how's your journey going so far? I mean, you've making progress.
Yes. So, like you said, when I started this journey back in 2016, I was over 335, currently 210, and then my lowest weight was 162 before COVID. But it's going good. I mean, obviously, I've gained a little bit, but I'm okay with it, and like I said, I'm trying to lose about 10, 15 more pounds over the next year and put on some more muscle to build some back up.
I know it's pretty much been difficult since the pandemic's dropped for 2 years ago. I know. People, I mean, for me, it was tough for me to get workout equipment because most of it was most of it was gone when I went to buy it at Walmart. But
Definitely was.
But I have a good advantage of being a fitness instructor. I mean, I don't need equipment. I just need my classes that I do.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go back in time. So we're gonna say before you got into fitness, how can you best describe yourself?
So before fitness, I didn't really want to do much. I was heavy, obviously, because I was over 300 pounds again. I was very sluggish. I always just wanted to sleep. Never really wanted to do much. You even mentioned the gym. It was like, you want to go to the gym? All right, let's go once. And then, never went back. But it just felt like I never had time for the gym, just sluggish, and it wasn't fun.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you just want to have a seat, you had a long day. Yeah, but
and eat. Snack. I was so bad with snacking. I would go to 7-Eleven and they'd have the candy bars buy two get one free, and of course I'd get all three and eat all three the same day.
All right, so what was your push into fitness? I mean, what was that one envy, or should I say that one push?
Yeah, so when I started my new job, we went to try on uniforms, and I promised myself back in 2011 when I had my son, when I was my heaviest weight, which was 435 after having him, I promised myself back then I would never let myself get over 300 pounds again. And when I started the new job, had to get some new work outfits, and I thought I was a 16, 18 in pants, and it ended up being a 26, 28 wide. I had a little emotional breakdown. And then I went home, stepped on the scale, and it said 335, and again had an emotional breakdown. And I was like, all right, I need to join a gym, and I need to push myself, because I promised myself and I promised my kid when he was born that I'd never let myself. I want to be that mom that can go run out with the kids. And so that's when I started. Originally it was World back then, but now it's Crunch. I started that, did a weight loss competition. Within my first week of joining, I'm going to hold myself accountable. I need to do this. So I did that. I ended up winning either second or third, which was pretty fun. And then I just keep going, and I haven't keep up since then.
Yeah, it's always those competition that really boosts your confidence to getting in more shape. It's it's like the biggest loser. Yeah.
And you just have people pushing you and helping you, and it's just it gives you motivation to want to do it.
Yeah. Hey. So what would you say your biggest challenge starting out?
Having a football player coach. that literally, I remember, like, I would get, like, not winded easy. Like, I told him at the beginning, I was like, I'm a hard worker. Like, I'll do what you tell me to do. I might be a little sassy while doing it, but I'll do it. And I remember within, like, the first 2 weeks of training, he wanted me to try pretty much box jumps, but jump up on the bench. And I'm like, fat girls don't jump. Like, we don't jump. And he's like, no, like, just jump up. I'm like, you're going to catch me if I fall, right? And he's like, yeah, I got you. I tried once, obviously, hit my shin, and then, like, 3 or 4 more practices, I end up doing it. And he's like, all right, see, like, it's you did it. Just practice, and you end up perfecting whatever you want to do. So intimidation by a football player that's 6 years younger than me definitely was interesting.
Well, yeah, that was a challenge. That was like probably a challenge that he think you couldn't do, like you couldn't jump.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
He had you get through that fear of jumping, and then of course you worked at it, and then there you got it.
Yeah, we used to at World when they, they have these little stacks where you can build up how high you can jump. And back when I documented my YouTube channel, I think I got like up to like 13 high, so it was like past my knees, thighs. Like I'm 5'5", so it's almost at my waist, and so it drove me to want to do more. And then it was always, what else can I do? Let's see what I can push. And it was just never doubting what I couldn't do, because I always remember where I started. When I did a plank, my shoe straight up fell off. And now I can hold a plank for a minute and a half. So, it's all those little remembering where you came from to push yourself to be better than you were.
Yeah. Okay. So, of course, you were aiming for it to get like lower, like under 200 pounds. So that's your goal right now. What would you say your ultimate goal after you do that?
My ultimate goal, I want to maintain like 175, 185. Because anything on my frame to me just... Because people now, when I tell them I'm over 200 pounds, they're like, I thought you were like 140, 150. It's like, I don't want to be that small. Like, that to me, that's tiny for my frame. So I want to be like 175, 185 and maintain that for the rest of my life until I figure out what else I want to do.
Okay. So would you say if you got to that point, you say, like for me, when I started getting in shape, I kind of went to doing like 5K runs, so that might be another challenge. So,
yes, I'm not a runner. That girl's never run. Was always my motto. So I jump rope and I do a little cardio. So I do right now. I found this one girl on Instagram, and she was like jump roping super crazy. And I'm like, I want to try that. So I've been playing with jump ropes right now, trying to do some tricks.
Yeah, that's the one thing I use, the jump rope. I see you improving.
I remember.
Yeah.
I used to not be able to jump rope. I had to double jump to get one jump in.
Yeah.
It's progress.
Yeah, it's like getting used to like being the next Rocky Balboa, pretty much.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. So that's the thing about going to the gym. You want to have an actual structure. So would you say when you first kind of got started in fitness, where you didn't have much of a structure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I did have my first trainer, he did remind me, and because with this weight loss journey, I looked at it completely different. Because if you go in, I'll backtrack in a second. When you go into a weight loss journey and you want to stick with it, a thing to remind yourself is everything that I've tried before, all the diets, all the crazy fads, whatever. You got to forget all that, because if it failed before, it's going to fail again for you. So you got to find a new way of looking at how you want to work out. And he told me, obviously, to get into a routine, it takes 21 days to build that routine. And most people see change in the first week and they're like, all right, cool, the scale's going down. And that second week, it moves a little bit, but not much. And then like the third week, about the same or gain. So as long as I force myself to do 4 to 5 days a week for those 21 days, it helps me get into that routine and build. So it was just like, all right, I'll go work my overnight. I'd go home, put my son on the bus, sleep, get up, get him off the bus, and go to the gym. So I created that routine. And after the 21 days, which was the hardest, it ended up just becoming like a second job, a second home, literally.
Yeah, pretty much second nature.
Literally.
It's like normally when people get to their start their like workout or their fitness journey, it's like usually they go because they're health scare. Yeah, because normally for me, my health scare was like my blood pressure. It had to been like As like as soon as the doctors pretty much said my blood pressure was out of control, I mean, I had to at least do something. So I rushed straight to the gym, and like the first machine was the elliptical, so I couldn't do the treadmill. Yeah, I mean,
same.
yeah, I can still remember World Gym. I mean, when it was World Gym, I usually hold the record 2 hours and 5 minutes on the elliptical.
Jeez Louise. I do just a quick 10 minutes nowadays because I hate cardio so much. So I just do like a quick 10 minutes just to get her in, and then I jump rope and I flip tires for my cardio.
Yeah. I work better when I'm hot. I mean, that's the yeah. It's like I can't work out when it's cold. I mean, that's like I just slow down.
That's why I'm in a hoodie, because I'm like, I was so cold today.
Yeah, I think I recall I was doing like one 5K, and for me, I actually it's just me. The gum I just chewed. It's like I chewed like all.
Gum, it's just because it keeps your mouth busy, and working out, your mouth gets dry and almost like cotton mouthy, so you have to. And then I sit there and I swallow my gum. I'm like, when did I swallow my gum?
Yeah, it's like when I did that 5K, I actually was got Arctic chill gum, and it was cold, and I couldn't even breathe. So that was that was probably the mistake that I shouldn't have done. I probably could have had something hot in my mouth, but that was like the one memory of me chewing gum and actually running. But but nevertheless, gum kind of helps. Yeah.
It definitely does. Definitely does.
All right. So what would you say, who would you look up to while you're on your journey?
So I have two main people that I've kind of been following. Excuse me. The first one both of them I found on YouTube. The first one was Obese to Beast, and I watched his videos, but lately, honestly, I haven't watched too much of them. And then 70 Pounds of Life. I thought it was really cool because she lives in Canada, and she was always like right next to the border. So not really tried meeting up, but like we talked a few times, and she has inspired me, and like I'm so proud of her. But those are the two main people. And then Fat Girl Fed Up on YouTube was another one I followed pretty heavily getting started.
Yeah, I really try to catch up on a lot of people that, especially on Instagram. I mean, I see you progressing. I see other people. I even saw, of course, this one mom. Of course, her name is Holly. I mean, she was going for. You ever heard of I think the summer shredding? I think it's a competition in Texas. Yeah, that's like you got these women that shred weight, and then they actually do like kind of like not like bodybuilding, but yeah, sort of like bodybuilding.
Yeah. No, they do. It's nuts. But kudos to that.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so of course here you look up to these people, and then of course it gets to the what subject do you think people should know about fitness, like according to you, your journey?
One, it's not as scary or as hard as people think. It's really not. People in the fitness industry is really so helpful, and so like they really are there to help you, because that was one of my biggest fears, was to go somewhere and feel like I was just constantly being judged. But at this location, I have had nothing but good things with it, so it's good. But I'm not sure.
Well, I would probably say from your experience, like say never give up.
Definitely never give up. Always go push yourself, even when you want to give up. Just keep pushing, because you'll thank yourself tomorrow, or in a year from now, you'll be like, look where I was a year ago. And I've improved so much over the last year, and I'm glad I started a year ago. But it's just push yourself. Don't give up on yourself. Remind yourself the pain is only temporary, and you can do it.
Yeah, I remember when they had spinning when it was World Gym, and of course
I miss spin.
Yeah,
I miss spin so much.
Mark was the best instructor. He was
yeah. And I literally just it was my first month probably into spin before they took it away. And I was like, come on, I tried sending an email trying to get it, but it's in its day. I spin once in a while, but it's not the same.
Yeah, so what Mark would say, let's say, pain is temporary, but quitting is forever.
Yep. Yep, it really is.
Yeah, that kind of gets me mad that it changed from World to Crunch because really I was teaching body combat and I was making a killing doing that class. And then of course
Yeah,
when Crunch dropped, I had to switch to like teaching their brand of classes,
right.
which I'm still getting used to. I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
but I still do
When
my
you
best. Yeah.
yeah, that's all you can do. When you just got to try your best and not give up. Because like I remind myself, I know this is like jumping questions, but I remind myself all the time that if you won't say to your best friend, because I know we all have mental things that we sit there and talk crap to ourselves. We all sit there and like, oh, you're not good enough. Oh, you ate this, you're fat. If you won't say it to your best friend or someone else or a stranger, don't say it to yourself. Because we're our worst critics. So when we're so hard on ourselves, we sit there and get to surgery and we're like, why am I doing this? Well, you're doing it because you want to get better. So don't discriminate yourself.
Yeah. I always say like try to find your best friend in the like the gym, like, or should I say try to find a machine that's your best friend. Like I said, the elliptical became my best friend.
Yeah, you just got to find what you like. Some people like cardio. I personally love lifting weights. I love throwing around weights. I'll go leg press, go deadlifts. You know what I mean? You just got to find what you like, and you got to try to find what you like. Go out the comfort zone.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right. What motivational and inspiring quote would you say best describes your journey?
Let's see. Motivation. I don't know. To never give up on myself because I am worth so much more than I mentally tell myself that I'm worth. Because we all sit there and just want to compete with other people and we want to have this perfect image. But realistically, perfect isn't a thing. So be real with yourself. Stop comparing yourself to others because everybody has different challenges that they face. Their body reacts differently. Just remember to never give up on yourself because you're the only one that's there that got your own back.
Yeah. All right. So right now we're at the hidden gym segment of our this is what I call it. This is where things get fun. So I'm gonna ask a series of questions and you answer them in the best of your ability.
All right.
So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the hidden gym. All right, the first question is the best advice you ever gotten.
Best advice I've ever gotten. To make sure you put your clips on your weights, because if you become off balance, man, that whole bar, that would definitely.
Yeah. That's definitely when I'm squatting, I gotta make sure those clips are on. Really, I don't want them.
Yeah. Because you just, even if you get like just a little off balance, that weight just adjusts. It's like whoa, and then they fall off, and it's a mess.
Yeah, it kind of bothers me. They don't have enough clips in Crunch. It's like either people
or they're not squishy, they're not tight enough so that when you put them on the bar, you can literally pull them back off. It's like, cut, just down.
All right, so here's the next question that some people don't usually get, but here it goes. The worst advice you ever gotten.
Worst advice: to check your weight every week. To sit there and focus on the number because I'm not gonna lie, when I got down to my smallest at 162, I was super focused on the number. I was weighing myself every single morning, every single week, and being like, okay, well, you didn't do good enough. You need to do better. And when you get in that mindset, it's not healthy. It becomes very toxic to your own self. So do like a once every 2 weeks or once a month weigh in, and don't just sit there and focus on the scale, because when you focus on the scale, it's not good.
Yeah, it'll drive you crazy. Yeah.
It definitely does, because muscle weighs more than fat, and your body fluctuate with water all the time. So like when people see the scale go up 3 pounds one day and then down 5, it's like, you know what I mean? So focusing on the scale is bad.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I mean, when I was on my weight loss journey, of course I was doing great. I was on a good path, and then of course I went down south with my father, and I would do nothing but eat. And of course, when I came back from vacation, of course, I gained weight, and I was like, man, that really messed me up, really.
It does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, why am I doing this? Or you sit there and go so hard on yourself. And it's like, okay, you had one bad weekend. Don't let one bad weekend ruin your whole journey or just make you quit. Because if you have a bad day at work, are you just going to quit and say, F this, I don't want to be here no more? You know what I mean? Like, you got to do what you got to do to get the progress.
Yeah. All right. How do you reward yourself? I kind of call this the guilty pleasure.
My Panera and Starbucks. Once in a while, I'll stop at Starbucks and get a double chocolate chip frappe. Mm-hmm. But I try not focusing so hard on the weekends on what I eat because I not cut calories, but I watch so hard during the week. I want to be able to give myself the weekend break. So if I eat a slice of pizza or two, I'm not like, oh, well, you need to go spend an hour at the gym now. So snacking a little bit on the weekend. Yeah. But yeah, that's my guilty pleasures.
Yeah, you at least gotta have some type of junk food. I mean,
well, yeah, yeah. Well, because I don't mean to backtrack, but a little thing that people like do so hard at the gym, or not even at the gym, but with weight loss in general, they sit there and be like, I have to cut off pop, I have to cut off fast food, I have to cut off everything. Well, if you sit there and cut off everything, your body's going to crave it more. And the more you crave it, the more you're going to end up having a binge and eat McDonald's, Burger King, all of it at once instead of, okay, well, I'm going to go to McDonald's. Instead of getting a large fry, I'm going to get a small fry. So that you're still killing that craving without overindulging. But then I've always, a thing I've always kind of said to myself is, because at times you can't tell if you're hungry, or if you're bored hungry. So I ask myself, can I go eat an apple or a banana? And if I can eat a fruit, okay, then I'm hungry. If I can't, then I know I'm bored and I just want to go stuff my face. So you gotta, like I said, you gotta trick your mind and reteach it. Your brain's like a child almost, and you've got to relearn it. Like a child's gonna sit there and ask for candy over and over. But if you tell them no, they'll keep asking. But if you tell them, okay, I'll give you it later, then they're not going to ask as much because they'll stop. Same thing with your brain. You tell, okay, I'll eat the candy bar later. Your brain's going to forget about it. But if you keep telling yourself, no, you're on a diet, you're going to want it and eat more than just the candy bar. So that's what I've also learned this weight loss journey.
Yeah, of course, with me, with traveling, I mean, I try to pack something before.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, of course, you have to stop at McDonald's or any place else. Mm-hmm. But you know, I mean, that's the one thing I try to avoid, not to binge eat. Yeah,
because that's the binge eating is the hardest thing. It really is an eating disorder in its own.
Yeah. All right. What famous celebrity you want to work out with?
The Rock.
Man, that's like the most common answer. The Rock.
I know, but do you see him? Like, when I first started like my weight loss journey, the Titan series show with the strongest female male. I was watching it. I was like, yo, I want to go on this.
Yeah. No, that could be your ultimate goal right there.
For real though.
Yeah, just like I'd probably like to work out with The Rock. Really, yeah.
For real though, he's just awesome. Yeah. Or Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris is pretty fucking kick-ass too.
Oh yeah, I know Chuck Norris. Yeah,
I've seen.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. His birthday was yesterday, so that was good.
Well, happy belated birthday to him.
Yeah. Well, in actuality, he's 82, but in actuality, he's 32. That's his joke. And he's not getting any older. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Secret talent.
I mean, it's not really a talent, but I can leg press 14, 45-pound plates. I don't know if that's really a talent, but I can do it. And not many people can.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't really. I'm a mom and I work overnights and I work out. So I don't. You know what I mean? I don't really have any. I'm lame. I work out for fun.
Yeah. I mean, only single channel night guy is voice impersonation. That's pretty much it.
But that's better than I don't have. At least you have something.
That's something that I can do well, but I don't do as a job. No.
Yeah, but still though.
Yeah. All right. If you were in a movie, what kind of movie would you be in?
Um, like an action movie. Because I always get, I got told the other day that I looked like a superhero movie character, like a cartoon superhero, just how shaped.
Yeah.
So I'd want to be like either a detective in something or like the bad guy trying to get away. I don't know.
Yeah, almost that Ronda Rousey look.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh yeah,
Something
that's what I'm
like
thinking. You have that Ronda Rousey look. Yeah. All right. Here's the last question. 10 years from now.
10 years from now, geez. I'd be 40. My son will be 20, so hopefully I will be out of New York. Maybe I kind of want to be a fitness trainer, instructor, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to, just because I don't want to be in the gym literally 24/7 and it make me hate it more type of thing.
Yep.
But I wouldn't mind maybe being a trainer in 10 years, or like not even so much motivational speaker, but I just want to keep like inspiring others. Like, if I can do this, working overnights, being a full-time mom, taking care of a house, if I can make time, anybody can. You know what I mean? So I just want to keep pushing and motivating others to do it.
Yeah, but the good thing about being a fitness instructor, you're stuck in a gym. I mean,
I know.
You have no excuse of not going, and plus you get paid for it.
Right.
All right. So before we kind of close out, is there any last things you like to say to listeners out there?
Just remember, don't give up on yourself. It's gonna be hard, but the reward at the end is so worth it. Like, just looking back at pictures, take lots of pictures, because you see yourself every day, so you're not going to see the changes. It takes a few weeks before the pants start to get loose. Take progress pictures all the time, shirtless and a bra. Just make sure you have them, because that's what helps push you and motivate you to keep going. Because it's like, whoa, look at my first month to my third month, and there's just such a big change. Like, just don't give up on yourself. You can do it.
Hey, awesome. Hey, thank you. Thank you very much for joining me, Nicole. So,
of course, my pleasure.
Yeah, so hope you get to your goal, and then of course I hope you see you doing more things, even being a fitness instructor.
Yes. One day maybe.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, especially when you go for AFA. All right. So, all right, for those who are just tuning into my podcast, tune into my previous episodes on the BICBPRadio.com, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. And I'll see you next time for another episode here at the Fit Fighter Gym. This is your instructor, TJ Williams, backing you out.